Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. Oh, did any of that get recorded?
I don't know.
We better do that bit again.
I don't know.
So, I don't know if the start got recorded then or not, because the camera just turned off. But,
It's because I sang.
Basically, I said, welcome to the channel.
I started singing and it
PopCultcha.
turns off.
Lisa Stansfield was mentioned, and then it turned off. But anyway, we've got a box from PopCultcha. Let's open it and find out what it is. I got as far as slicing that bit. I probably didn't even cut off, and they've already seen all this bit anyway.
Probably. But I've got something in my eye.
Let's check it out.
Oh no, it's gone.
Here we go.
Some glasses, silly bitch.
I'm looking forward to this one. Looking forward to this. I pre-ordered this.
It's gone now.
I pre-ordered it. What are you talking about?
I worry myself sometimes, I really do.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. Now, this was actually a little bit more expensive. You could get this Funko Pop as individuals.
Could you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or you could get it as a free pack.
Yes, and you got it as a free pack, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, yes.
Is it what you thought it was?
Yeah.
Oh, check it out.
I'm a bit tired.
It's the E.T. free pack. E.T. in disguise, E.T. in robe, and E.T. with flowers.
Yeah.
Number... whatever that number is. No, there isn't a number on it, but it's a special edition. Like I said, pre-ordered it from PopCultcha. I'm going to get it out and have a look as well. Cause
Do you remember me telling you about when I was at school when this came out?
E.T.?
Yeah.
So, I loved E.T. Went to see it at the cinema.
Oh, fuck you.
Did you go and see it at the cinema? No, I'm getting to it. That's what I was about to ask you.
Oh.
I loved E.T. Went to see it at the cinema. Abby, did you go and see it at the cinema?
No, I didn't.
Why not? Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Why?
Because my mum wouldn't let me go and see it. I had to wait until it was at school. And then they started playing it at school and I got so scared I fainted. And I had to tell my mum to come and pick me up from school. And she said, see, I told you you shouldn't see it at the cinema.
It was one of those horror films.
Scariest little fucker you've ever known. And my mum said, I told you not to see it. And they're like, why did you faint? I'm like, it was so scary.
It was not a scary film.
Scared the shit out of me. No, awful thing.
I remember seeing
Horrible.
this. We went to the cinema back then. For people that are
Your mum hated you, didn't she?
no, for people of a certain age will know and remember. Cinemas were not these multi-screen complexes that you have today. They basically had one film on that stayed on for about a month or something, and then about a month later there'd be another film on. When E.T. came out in Essex, where I was brought up, this came out. We went to go and watch it. Now the queue to get in went all the way around the block in the town 3 times. Around the cinema and around the town 3 times, and
Horrible.
we stood in this queue and we had to wait for 3 showings of the film before we got into the actual cinema to see it. Now, because I was only a kid, my mum, and it started raining, me, my mum and my brother went and sat in the car and left my dad in the queue, and he had to stay there while E.T. was shown twice. And by then he'd got to the front of the queue. We caught up. He was absolutely drenched through. He got a cold. He had a week off work after that. And we saw E.T. and I loved it. And then that Christmas we got plushies, E.T. things. We got all sorts of E.T. related stuff. So I had to get the E.T. Funko Pops. Now, actually, while I was talking then, I did notice there is a scratch on the top, which is a bit annoying. The front's fine.
Is it quite an old? Oh yeah.
No, it's brand new, and I don't know if that's gonna pick it up. But
Well, it's just come out, has it?
So you can see like a series of scratches there. Yeah, it's just come out. I mean, that's not gonna really affect anything. Other than that, the box actually is in pretty good nick. So I'm not gonna say too much about that. I am gonna cut the tape though, because I want to get them out and just show you guys. Because I've not seen anyone else get this free pack, even though
I haven't.
You can get all of these singly.
They do look a little bit smaller.
The box looks very small for a free pack.
Yeah.
The box is very small.
They don't look the normal size of a Funko.
No, they are the normal size.
Yeah,
I think the box is small. So let's have a look. But I mean, this was in the 1980s. This was a time where, you know, a lot of absolute classic films were coming out, and this is one of them by miles. I mean, I've seen the film so many times, and it is just an absolute classic. And there's one of the Funkos there, so if I show you that one first, this is E.T. with flowers.
He's got no clothes on.
He's an alien, he doesn't need clothes.
He doesn't need clothes.
There you go. He's got clothes on in this one.
Yeah, this one's much better. I like him with clothes on.
In disguise as a lady. I think these are Gertrude's clothes, aren't they? Played by
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore, yeah. There you go. Oh, was it the mother's clothes? I can't remember. But this is when Gertrude was keeping E.T. as one of her sort of pets, or
Is it Henry Thomas who played Elliot?
Yeah, he was at. I think he was at one of the Comic Cons that I went to recently. So I would like to get. I have got some of these other Funkos on order. This is really cool, actually. Looks like he's phoning home. What's this one called? Oh, just in robe. So it's actually got the phone there. Look. So
I don't think he needed to take. I think he was phoning home. Were you serious then?
E.T. phone home.
Yeah, but he didn't use a phone, did he, Lee?
No, but he
used his finger.
And he used the pieces of 1980s children's toys.
Not a telephone.
But that's the point. He's got the phone, isn't it? It's a symbol.
But you actually said, I think he's phoning home in this
I
one.
meant as a symbolic thing. I knew
you
that
didn't,
he wasn't
did
phoning
you?
home.
You thought he was actually phoning
I
home.
didn't think he was phoning
and
at
I
his
thought
home.
he can't phone home because, well, one, it's not real, and two, it's a phone.
What I don't get, I find it hard in 2022 to phone on a O2 mobile to somewhere. Yet on a landline in the 1980s, he was going to phone some distant,
especially with them fingers,
distant galaxy.
No wonder he's got a smile on his face.
Yeah, brilliant. There you go. So they're great. They're great Funko Pops. I'm glad I got it.
They are very good.
3-pack. Yeah, I'm just going to take up less room in the collection, to be honest. Having it in this box rather than 3 individual boxes. I'm going to keep him in box, this one. And I'd like to get the Elliot one as well. I think I've got that on order. And obviously try and meet Henry Thomas at some point at a con and get him to sign that one. Would be awesome. What did you think of E.T.? What did you think of E.T.?
What, these?
These?
Yeah, these I don't mind.
You still scared?
No, these are all right. I like the female one better.
So what, on a scale of scariness, I mean, compare it to another scary film that you've seen then. We're watching Jeffrey Dahmer at the minute. Is it more scary than that?
E.T. out the window.
More scary than Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. That's definitely not a children's
E.T.
film,
certainly isn't a children's thing.
Why, it's so scary?
It's that little alien. He's got ulterior motives. I don't like him at all.
He's friendly. He cares for his plants. He likes little boys. He uses the phone to phone up strangers. Dresses in women's clothing. So there you go. Was E.T. a paedophile?
No, nobody ever says this. This was just your thought.
No, you said he was a scary paedophile.
We've
already ascertained.
I didn't say he was a paedophile at all, Lee.
Well, what is he then?
He's just scary, and I think he's got ulterior motives, and I don't like him. Didn't say anything about little children.
Well, he befriended a little boy called Elliot. He pretended he was an old lady. He kept phoning up strangers.
Yeah, but you do that every single day of the week.
And he kept showing his finger at people.
Well, yeah, exactly. I rest my case.
Be nice. Elliot.
Lee, that's just not right, is it?
Was it be good?
I don't know.
He did have long fingers, didn't he? I wonder what happened to E.T.
You want him in your collection now, don't you?
I don't know what that is even supposed to mean. What collection?
I don't know.
Oh, that collection.
All right.
The one in the wardrobe. Anyway, on that note, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. TTFN.